What's up? What's up? What's up? And we're back with another one. If you like creepy and scary TikTok videos, you're in the right place. Let's get it. Hope you guys enjoy. This video is supposed to be of an old giant caught in the mountain somewhere, probably in the Grand Canyons. But look at that, like a hole in the mountain. What do you guys think about that one? Comment down below. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? Look at that thing right there. That's not normal. People don't so pull that out the ocean. What's going on here? Guys, I think we found something. This has to be fake. That had to be fake. Comment down below.
And I know,
Please.
I know. Those totally look like like big toes sticking out of the grass. Big toes. Yeah. Honey, you're walking on the giant's big toes. You better make sure he doesn't start wiggling them.
I'm not here to tell you that those are petrified Nephilim toes. What I'm here to say, though, is this. Nephilim were extremely huge. In fact, Josephus, Jewish historian, notates that their bones were on display in his day. He said that they were large and that they were terrible of the hearing, meaning that when they spoke, their voice was terrible, horrible to listen to, and terrible as in terrifying. They didn't have a voice like a human being like we have. Hi, my name is... It was a lot worse than that. And where are they at currently? Well, we know David hit a line of them. We know the first batch was wiped away in the ark, or during the time of the ark, should I say, with the flood. Some came afterward, of course, Goliath. Jesus said it would be a replica of Noah's day in the time of his return. So stories like the giant of Candleheart, it doesn't surprise me if it's true or false. One of our friends had a husband that was deployed overseas, and let's just say he saw some things that let him know that the Bible was real. I also one time had a military government official to like my post about the Nephilim. I believe I was talking about how the government was hiding it. Anyways, if you like content like this, follow for more. Click the link in my bio to join this month's class on the process of death, what heaven will be like if you'll know family members, and more. It's a 3-day class. See you there.
Guys, we just found the craziest thing right now. We are at the gates of hell.
I cannot believe what we just...
So we came up through there and there's a dead chicken in a bag with feathers everywhere. The gates of hell are down there, and apparently people come here to worship the devil and do sacrifices. I have actually come across people while I've been here. We're gonna come back here at night, so if you wanna see that, like this video. And yeah, this is like really effed up. I'm really upset. I feel like I'm gonna
get out of here.
Yeah, we should probably go.
Guys, if I seen that, I am running. I am not coming back later on. They're crazy. I'm running away. I'm not coming back. I see dead chickens. I'm gone. I know what's up. Comment down. Yo, make sure you like and subscribe. No shark. What the heck?
These are the strangest things found on Google Maps. On one street in Japan, there's a bunch of people wearing pigeon masks. I don't know why, but this is reminding me of The Purge. And in the middle of the desert, there's a design that nobody made, and they think it's the work of aliens. And in the back of this building, there's a bunch of mannequins that somebody threw in the trash. In the middle of the desert, there's a group of friends standing in the middle of the road with creepy masks on. And there's actually a lake that's bright red, but nobody knows the reason why.
I heard about that lake.
16 weeks ago, Casey Neistat found a hole in a New York sidewalk, so we flew all the way out to find it. Unfortunately, it was sealed.
Hey, did you guys hear about that thing in New York? A Jewish synagogue had a tunnel underneath the city, and they're doing a whole bunch of terrifying things. And it happened last week. It was crazy. I don't even think they got arrested or anything.
But after posting the video, we got an anonymous tip about a secret tunnel system
Look
inside
at
of a
that.
synagogue. We were told it was somewhere inside of the basement, so we went down to check. There were a bunch of strange rooms that still had power. But inside of this closet, somebody had broken the wall to find their way in. They even cut a hole into this metal to get into the secret tunnel. Then we found this strange looking vent, which was actually a tunnel system that went on for miles. I can't believe we actually found tunnels in New York City. There were even stairs inside of the tunnel. They even had massive fans for ventilation. The craziest part was when I walked down here and I found another room. This room looks like it's for a fallout shelter. I even found a bunker with a bed inside of it.
What do you guys think about that one?
One of the obvious ones was I would have probably ran away with Gypsy.
So right here, this is Gypsy Rose's ex-boyfriend, the one that did the murder. So he's still in jail and she's out. And she has a new boyfriend now. So that's why everyone's talking about her. And this guy's still in jail. And she's acting like she doesn't care about this guy no more. And he just did all this stuff for her. Crazy world.
So definitely would have done that because I don't want to be stained with a murder on my hands. I don't want to be stained with that. Being labeled as a killer, I don't want to be stained with that, but I'll live with it. I'll live with it. I probably would have attempted to try to get her to prolong it to a longer date, to maybe try to go a different route rather than what we did do. Or maybe trying to get her pregnant so this way her mom would be forced to let me in her life. Well, we really didn't get a chance to go to that route just because the limited time we had, there's just no way it would have been possible. So then maybe that'd be the only other minor change I would have made is that I would have ran away with her earlier. So this way we wouldn't have had to suffer all this time away from each other, that we could have been closer together. That's probably the only two things I would have changed, really. When I was still in Michigan, something clicked. It was, ironically, it was on my very birthday. I had something click in me. And once that thing clicked, I knew that there was something different about myself that I didn't understand. I should actually bring up another moment when I was 14 years old, and that's when I first glimpse of it. This is when I realized that all the other things that were building up in me were basically jeopardizing my inner happiness, my inner peace, and all the rest of that. Because I remember seeing one night, it was at 9 o'clock at nighttime. I was in my grandma's house. I just remember looking in the mirror and I saw a glimpse of something I didn't recognize in my eye. It was just a shade. And then it went away. It was almost like something was trying to tell me, oh yeah, I'm there. You've created me, I'm there. There's almost no light at all in there.
South Pole rather than the North Pole.
There is a situation that began to happen during World War II where they discovered that the Nazis had went down to Antarctica and built the base down there, New Schwabenland.
It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Rockefeller Plaza.
A lot of the world's leaders were there at the same time. They went to go meet with who? And Buzz Aldrin was invited. A space traveling, an astronaut goes down there to meet with who? He said the ultimate evil.
Guys, who are they meeting with when they go to Antarctica? All these politicians, all these famous people. Why are they going in the middle of nowhere where it's freezing cold, no light, no nothing, no food, and they're all going there at one time? What are they doing? Comment down below. Let me know. I don't know what's going on. Fill me in.
I wish I could be here more, but I really think Bill has everything under control.
This morning, for example, he came into the Oval Office for our meeting, and I said, Mr. President, is everything all right? I want to thank the Academy for this tremendous honor. This may be the greatest moment of my life. I mean, ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a real actor.
By the way, they're saying Bill's a reptilian. Just to fill you guys in. I don't know how true that is, allegedly. But that picture was in Jeffrey Epstein's house.
Horror story?
Sephora?
Yo,
The makeup?
So, yeah. Apparently, there was a Sephora like lotion, and this girl bought it. She put it on her face, and she woke up covered in wolf spiders.
What?
All over her face, all over her body where she put the lotion. Check this out. So they looked into it, and they found out that some ingredients that they put into the lotion, because they're put together, the combination creates the same chemical that's in spider pheromones.
Whoa.
Yo, so she woke up covered in spiders, bro. And I think they did a test. They like took the lotion and put it somewhere.
Yeah.
And kept an eye on it. Over hours and throughout the day, like more and more spiders would like be attracted to it. Because I think it gives off the signal to male spiders of a female spider ready to mate.
So they were just like effing her face?
Yeah, they're just like horny ass spiders, bro.
Wait, so is this a product, what do you call this? Did it get like called back? But is it recent though? How recent is this?
I don't know. I think it's like a month ago or less than maybe.
Yeah, because maybe there's still people out there with the product.
I heard this from my boy, but I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it.
Okay, yeah.
But I know there's like bear TikToks on it.
Yeah.
There's a theory that the Grand Canyon holds something that none of us knew was there. So back in the 1850s, right? The Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. Did you know that? Now, the Grand Canyon, when people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there. Now, what happened was the government and the military, they closed it off and they made it a sanctuary so that nobody can just go there and then take whatever they want. But there was this one guy, his name was Seth Tanner, and he was an explorer. He explored this one cave in the Grand Canyon, and he claims what he saw was ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in one of the caves.
What is it?
Now, the theory is that the Grand Canyon, it actually holds the lost city of El Dorado.
What?
Like, you know, the lost gold city of El Dorado.
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. So
What do you guys think? Because they blocked off the Grand Canyon.
if you think about it, it's never found. The lost city, the gold city, never found. Now, the theory is that it's literally in the Grand Canyon, deep in these caves. And the reason the government and the world is trying to keep it a secret is because it would crash the gold price.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh my god, it's on fire! Oh my god! Sorry. It's on fire! Mom!
Damn.
Aliens in Miami.
Concerts are actually satanic rituals.
You know the big one that's going on right now. All these stadium shows right now are satanic rituals. And, because this is interesting, because you'd have to speak on this, that Taylor Swift is the daughter of Anton LaVey. Do you know the mother?
I don't know the mother. I don't know Anton.
Look up LaVey. Anton LaVey was basically the head of
Church of Saint.
But his chick is pretty much a carbon copy of Taylor. Taylor Swift's like the more beautiful version of his chick. Wow. But the ritual thing is pretty fascinating. They do a conjuring ceremony. The deepest conspiracy is that the energy, if you believe in energy, which I do, the people are helping fulfill it.
I think there is something inherently spiritual about concerts.
Yes.
I think when you've got thousands upon thousands of people pouring their energy to one person, I think it is a spiritual experience.
Yep, I believe so
Don't
too.
forget to like and follow and stay weird.
Guys, my auntie went to the Olympics in 2012. In 2012, London. Oh no, it wasn't in London. It was in like China or something. It was in Tokyo, and she was on TV, and there's a lot of Illuminati symbols, one eye symbols, costumes, people in one eye costumes, and I could tell it was a ritual, but people were just playing sports. I can tell you firsthand though, because I have a family member that went to the Olympics, met Usain Bolt, met all these famous people. So yeah, yo, it makes sense. Yo, what is that? Half human, half animal. Make sure you guys subscribe and like.
ngase ngiphuma ngagijima shona le kuleya mizi lo kade sithuna khona ngafike ngatshela amadoda ukuthi hayi awakeze azongibonisa ukuthi enkomeni ngikhiphe inkonyane elinjani. Angilazi nami leli inkonyane eliphume lapha enkomeni liyangixaka. Hayi bagcwala kwagcwala la ekhaya kwagcwala la ebaleni nabo bezobheka. Hayi sayok silibheka ke hayi silibheka silo silibheka ke hayi siyalibona ke ukuthi inkonyane hayi inkonyane liyasidida ngapha ngathi ikhanda elinye nje manje kumfanekiso womuntu. Kumfanekiso womuntu kuze ke manje nasibheka la kuyintombazana ngapha kuumfana manje nala ugwayanyana wakhona ukho la emangqineni ingqina leli kuhlukene la kunomfanekiso wokuhlukana nje impela ukuthi lapha bekuzaba yidolo naku akuphukanga baloku beyafika ke abantu bale beyibona baloku beyishutha baloku bese kuba yikhanda ke nenkophe inkophe manje zifana nezomuntu noma siphendula ngithi ngiphendula ngapha nendletshana yakhona incane nangapha inkophe lezi ngathi zomuntu kwala na uyibheka ngapha ngathi uflathele isiphundu lesi somuntu la na uyiflathelisa la leli thambo leli yithambo lomuntu leli la ekhanda.
Manje ukuphi uma
uhambe nenkomo ezinye uledlelweni
unina wayo beqala ukuzala ngale
cha bengaqala ukuzala usezala okwesibili ngayo le
okwesibili le
yeah
ivela nini izelo nini le
ngikhiphele ngesonto ngo12 emini
ngosonto
yeah
ngo12
yeah
so ucabanga ukuthi lento le yenziwa yini
cha angazi ukuthi yenziwa yini ngithi uNkulunkulu nje naye udala into yakhe ayidalayo engayazi ukuthi ngizathi yini yiko ingithusile ngagijima ngayobiza abantu ukuthi abazobontinde
unaye umelusi
ukhona umelusi kodwa akahlali enkomeni uyakhaphela.
mwalimu efeki. Hilo vyeko si vyeko shapita ile pale Holandi ile pale wewe falo grave atención grave ile palo nani sei wote bakachunga hapo Kongo yapita le palo mettre pangu non mettre da pas mettre dans Bakari shot le palo va deba cena muref mettre le bonja andele bino boleka kuna bino tu boleka kuna boleka kuna le bonja bona zoumela bo bo banda boleka kuna bino babutu fe mungoe kwa muchunge kwa ila walipunja kama kamata lipunja lipunja
pole sana tio huyu mwanakuwa kama hivi. Mwanaume wa watu. Kwani kachukua mume huyu wa mtu? Hajachukua mume wa mtu. Kumbe
Africa man, Quantum Africa.
The bodies of these three friends were discovered in the backyard of this home pictured above just a few days ago in Kansas City, Missouri. This case is definitely baffling, so let's take a look at it. Pictured here are the three friends whose bodies were found in the backyard. There's 38-year-old Ricky Johnson, 37-year-old David Harrington, and 36-year-old Clayton McGeeney. So apparently these three friends had headed over to their other friend's house to watch the Kansas City Chiefs play on Sunday night. But the three of them never returned home to their respective wives and fiancés. As the days went on, their partners began to grow concerned. Nobody had heard from them. And on late Tuesday evening, Clayton McGeeney's fiancée went over to the house that they were last seen at to see if they were there, and she made a horrifying discovery. So on that evening, she showed up at the house pictured above, knocked on the front door, tried to get anybody to answer, but she couldn't. And so she broke into the basement of the home and began searching the property. That's when she discovered the first dead body on the back porch of the home. Later on, the officers responding to the scene were searching the area and they found the two other corpses further back in the backyard. All three of the men's bodies were cold and frozen because they'd been sitting out in the snow for a while. But whose house were these men at? Well, it turns out that their friend's name was Jordan Willis, and he's actually a very well-respected scientist. In fact, he's a senior principal scientist at the International AIDS Vaccine Initiative. So this guy is extremely smart. Now, something very suspicious that a lot of family members of the victims have been talking about online is the fact that Jordan was probably in the house for those days while their loved ones' bodies were sitting out in the backyard. Apparently, when the police showed up and wanted to question Jordan, he showed up in his boxers with a half-empty glass of wine in his hand. And he claimed that he had no idea that his friends' dead bodies were literally feet from him in the backyard. Now, I'm not obviously accusing anybody of anything here, but family members of the deceased have said a lot of things. Basically, friends and family members of the deceased are talking about how their husband went over to his house, was banging on his door, nobody answered. Then one of the deceased fiancés busted through a window and yelled throughout the home announcing her presence, and he still didn't show up. And they're also just expressing their confusion on how if you're truly innocent, you wouldn't notice that 3 of your friends are dead in your backyard for days at a time. Now, nobody has officially been charged with any crime here, so this is all kind of just speculation, but I mean, the circumstances of this case are really bizarre and frankly disturbing. And it was posted on social media recently that Jordan Willis, the man who owned this house, is already moving out of the home only a few days after this discovery. The autopsy and toxicology reports of the 3 victims are going to be coming back soon, so we'll have more updates and information on this case, but I mean, truly, this is one of the most bizarre stories that I've heard in a long time, and something just definitely does not seem right about any of this.